Oh, the view of beautiful canary palms in the morning. And there's only one thing that can be better than that.
What is that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. It's big. It's fat. It's round. Did I mention that it's really big and really fat and really round? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. It's worth the wait. I promise. I promise. No, it's not booty. It's Jubaea. Look at the big Jubaea. This is such a remarkable tree. Native to Chile. Most of you probably know if you're junkies like me. It gets the fattest trunk of any palm in the world. This one is perfect in all regard. Probably one of the fattest trunks I've ever seen. It's almost 5 feet across at the base. And what are we doing? Looks like they're digging it up. Why are they digging it up? Well, that's right. I'm moving this tree to Marin. And hopefully I'm moving it. The crane can pull it out or not. But before the crane can pull it out, we've got a little work to do. And that work entails being able to get the crane close enough to where it's got to be so that it can pull it out, which is all the way to here. The crane's not going to drive in here. What to do? Well, I'm going to cut all these bushes back the client doesn't want. And I'm going to extend their RV parking pad at my cost all the way out with their conveniently placed broken concrete as a retaining wall right here. So I've got a big job ahead of me. Got to extend this wall over there, cut over there, fill over here, get rid of all this vegetation, get a giant crane in here, and make that tree fly. So anyway, as you can imagine, I'm a bit nervous about it, even me. This is a pretty hardcore job, so to speak. The crane will barely be able to pull it from this distance. If my everything is kind of right on the edge of being able to be possible. So, but that's kind of how we roll. And that's pretty much what we're doing today. So wish me luck. All right, the wall is under construction. Look at that. Got more to come. And look what I found. Look what I found here. Woo, 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 woo. Where'd you go? There you are. There you are. The Coronado skink, people, from San Diego. It's super beautiful. Super beautiful. That's the striped San Diego skink, and that is the beginning of a concrete recycled wall. All right, whenever you're doing something like this, gotta help the little guys out. Little guys get freaked out. They've maybe never even seen anything like this before. I guarantee this little guy, he was born this year, he's probably never seen rain. So when I was getting the dirt wet, he was freaking out. And I don't want you to get hurt in the work zone, little guy. Not hurt in the work zone, little guy. Look how little he is. All right, okay. Let's take you somewhere much more safer. How about way down here? Way down here. I love lizards. Love them. They're so cool. How about way down here in this little vegetable garden right here? There you go. There you go. There you go. You're good. You're good. Go and play. Go play. Go play. Yeah, that's it. Okay, all you party people. I figure while I'm at it, might as well teach you how to build a recycled concrete wall. Probably should have told you some other steps earlier. Basically, the homeowner I'm getting this tree from, he's a landscaper too. Can you tell? He's got a lot of... I try to keep my stuff more organized than that, but he's got some good stuff over there. He had irrigation parts I needed. He had everything. Saws, buckets, landscape buckets, shovels I didn't have, dolly, everything's over there. Anyway, this is the wall he built on here. Then he tore out some concrete and he had it here. And I was going to put a little temporary grading in here. But I told him I was just going to stack concrete and stuff, just rebel style, to support the crane. But I said, Bob, how about... And I was going to have to disassemble it. I'm like, hey, Bob, how about I build a really nice wall? And I just leave it there. He's like, yeah, do it. So here we are. He had some steps here I had to fill him in. So I have to drive the crane in here. So he had to cut all this concrete. So it's got one nice side that is... Oh, I just have to fix it now. That's a clean cut. So we had all the clean cut on the outside where you're going to see it. Now we have about, 4 or 5 layers or so. And then we took all of... There's 5 layers down here. It's a little lower, so I had to go higher. So we took all of his broken concrete that was like junky stuff, really junky stuff, and we backfilled the wall. Down here, there's bigger pieces underneath for structural integrity, and then the smaller pieces are on top. What that does is it makes it even more stable. And then it also acts as drainage because you don't want any water draining behind, building up behind the wall. But it's kind of impossible for a wall like that anyway because there's all these gaps in here. But it's a great way to get rid of all of your garbage. And we had all this little funky rock and just junk, As long as it's inert, it can even be plastic. It could be rebar, steel, or it could be, rock or concrete. So now what we're doing is got all this dirt that we dug out of the hole. Here's another little trick. We had to move an irrigation line over here, get it out of the way. And then over here, in order to do that, this is going to be kind of shallow. Well, the crane wheel might be over here. So it could crush that pipe. So what I did here is I just made like a little bridge. You can see rocks on either side that are above the pipe and then a little cap. And that should support everything and not take the pressure off the pipe. And then I did the same thing over there for another one. But now I'm going to get it. This is the fun part. We get it all level. Now this is pretty good compaction dirt. It's decomposed granite. And look at this, nice rock. What is that? That's a crystal, baby. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'll get that out of the way. And then, so we have, you want to get any kind of dirt you use. You find a rock, you throw it where the rocks belong. You want to get your compaction right, and it's much better to do that with moisture in the soil. See, that's too dry, and that's too wet. So we just keep mixing it, and mixing it, and mixing it. And then we get a really good consistency. You can just like crush it like that. That's a really good compaction right there. It'll stay in a little clump. Watch. This? No, that doesn't work. And this? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? We want something like that. Stays. All right, so let's get this pad done. And then we might even get this tree a little bit pulled over today with our big crane, but little crane compared to the one that we're going to get. A lot of work to do this. All right, so it turns out we have all kinds of complications getting a big crane here because the outrigger spread and septic tank over there, tree over here. Anyway, but the new idea is to use that big truck right there, which technically can pull out that palm right there as long as that truck gets right next to it. So I've already driven this far into the property. Why not I just keep going? That's the new plan. I'm gonna build a little road right through here, clear all this out, and that's what we're doing right now. Had to cut down a little part of this lime tree, and then this funky little geranium. It's not very pretty anyway. And rake some avocado leaves and save this cute little ravinia palm, which I'm doing right now. And hopefully get this truck right next to this tree today and pull it out tomorrow. That's the new plan. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, bright sunny day right there, as evidenced by the sun. Look at that. Got it clean and clear. Just gotta drive the truck through here, but we have to level this off a little bit. Push all the avocado leaves down there. They're gonna kind of retain the soil a little bit and be able to get this good and get this chunky chunker out of here. And that's the story. I have a friend. I don't know his name, her name. Come here, over here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. I have a new friend. I think he or she is the keeper of the wine palm. That's what it appears to be. You guarding this wine palm? Is that the deal? Yeah? Is it time to pose for a selfie? You gonna help me move rock? Is that what you're gonna do? Huh? If I fire my tractor up, are you gonna freak out? Because I need to fire my tractor up right now. All right, you go that way. And I will go that way. And that's how we part ways. All right, it's time to compact the road. I got it pretty well compacted with the tractor. Now we're gonna do it with the Jeep. A little heavier than the tractor. That'll get it nice and hard for the truck. Oh, Jeep's 4-wheel drive, so if something happens, pull myself out, no worries. Back of this truck has a whole bunch of wheels on it. So, it should be pretty light coming in. Maybe, obviously heavier going out. So I'm gonna get this nice and packed. Add some moisture to it, might need to do a little more. And that's how you do it, folks. Get it nice and hard. Nice and hard. That's how we like it. There it is. Next to the exact width of the truck tires, 8 feet. And guess what? I'm pretty good. After 40 years of experience. Yeah. So it looks like we got it. Good news too is that we got a tire and a tire and a tire and a tire. So like if that tire goes over a little bit, no big deal. The other tire will still be on. And there's a lot of tires in this other truck. Let's go do it. What do you say? Let's do it. Let's get this truck out here. It's gonna be an inch by inch thing since I don't have anybody spotting me, but I'll get it in. Oh, look at that. Storms are coming. Storms are coming. And just like that, the truck is in place. So now we have to see if it's strong enough. Yep. It is a game of inches. Inches. Oh boy, you're a big boy. Big boy. Big boy. All right, so I think I have what is a good idea, but sometimes when I think I have a good idea, turns out it was a terrible idea. I think this is a good idea. So this thing weighs a lot. The truck kind of likes to sink a little bit, and the pad that I built means the truck's gonna be a lot heavier on the way out. What to do? Well, it's this, what I think is a good idea. See these pom-poms? All right, let me do it and I'll show you. What do you think? You think it's a good idea? Or a bad idea? Or if it won't make any difference? I mean, you gotta believe this has gotta be how the Egyptians did it, right? They couldn't just go down to Home Depot, buy a bunch of plywood when they needed to spread the weight out for those giant stones they rolled or pushed or did something. And there was a swamp they had to cross. I bet you anything. They did it with palm fronds. Palms were native there. Anyway, this is how I'm gonna do it. And then when I roll this thing out of here, I'm then going to back that trailer in, load these up. I might even use these on my dirt road, see how they go over the winter. This would be wonderful palm thatching for a roof. They're better than like coconut. Look at that, nice and flat. Oh, beautiful. But I don't really have that need at the moment. I would have killed for these when I was in college when I built my tiki bar out in the back. The little house we rented. It was pretty awesome. Cut down my own bamboo. I got my own palm fronds and made just this gorgeous tiki bar that stayed there for years and years and years. I'm sure all the kids who use it in the future loved it and they had no idea who built it. That was me, everybody, in case you were wondering. There it is. There it is coming up, reminding me today is the big day. The big day. The big day to wrestle a giant monster. Look at this thing. Oh boy. It's pretty big. You got to stand back far for this big boy. Look at that thing in the morning light. Hopefully this will be the last time you see it here. And the other big thing about today is we have a new conscript. His name is Mariachi. Is that right? No. Malachi. Right. That's Malachi. He thinks he wants to be a gangster, horticulturalist, contractor, something or other, palm wrangler. So he's here today to help me out. And yeah, so we're going to see if we can get this thing on the truck. And that's pretty much the whole story. So let's get one last little look at it, Malachi, before it goes to a new home. And there it is, right there. Hey, Malachi, where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, Malachi, I have a serious question for you. Are you having fun yet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Good times, huh? Rustling palms with Scary Hairy Gary. All right, here we go. We're getting all tied up. You ever get that feeling like you're the last one at the party? You're like, maybe it's time to go home. Well, that was me. You guys ever get the feeling you're the last one at the party? It's time to go home.
Every once in a while.
That's me. I shut BJ's down. Look at that. Nice. And my hotel is just a couple miles away. Got an extra burger. and some ice cream. Look at this. Here it is. Look at this. I made it this far. Ventura. It's like, I don't know, more than a third of the way home, maybe. Look at this beautiful beast of a vehicle. Look at this thing. Work of art. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, God. If it was daytime, you know what we'll do? We'll go to the beach tomorrow. Put this thing out in front of the beach. Sad thing is, it's all wrapped up, so you won't see it. I also got a whole bunch of Crinum bulbs from Bob. Is my t-shirt still here? There it is. Think how close I got to this car. That's precision. All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Hit the road, baby. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. That looks enticing, doesn't it? Of course, it's 1:02 in the morning. And I'm at the Good Nite Inn in Ventura. Good Nite Inn, Ventura. Does anything look incongruous to this parking lot? Yeah, baby. Dude's like, is that your truck? We don't have any parking for that here. I'm like, don't worry, dude. I'll get creative. I always do. Let's go get creative right now. Come on. All right, so I scouted this property, and I was like, yeah, it's got a big parking lot. Problem is, that's handicapped. Everything else is just packed, jam-packed. But you know what? I walked the whole parking lot at 1:01 in the morning, and lo and behold, even though the guy said there's no parking for that big truck, I said, yeah, I always find a way. And looky here. You know why I know it was meant to be? Let me show you why I know it was meant to be. There's a reason right over here. It's this one. Right here, can you see this? Can you see this? That's a canary palm. Showing me where to park. Look at that, right there, baby. Right there. That's, palm marks the spot. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that. Anyway, palm marks the spot. If you're ever looking for, the best semi-truck parking for your 50-foot long, 60,000-pound rig, fully loaded, at the Good Nite Inn in Ventura, it would be the northeast corner of the property, right there. And now I can say unequivocally, good night. I think I found it. These people must have known that I love pools, especially when such pools have the tempting ability to do a roof jump. I grew up with a situation like this. Like, it's only 6 feet though. That means you gotta do a shallow dive or really put the brakes on if you're jumping so you don't break your legs. Yeah, it's a tile roof though. It means if you get on the tile roof, you like crack the tiles. So you could jump. This is bankable here. Get on this rail. Look, this rail is about 10 inches wide. It's a little slick though. Maybe put some grip tape, some skateboard grip tape on it. Get right over here. Dang, that's a jump actually. You can make that. Barely. I don't know, 55 years old, I'm probably losing my long jump abilities. I might end up a foot short. I should probably not do it. Anyway, let's go see what $101 buys for. Oh no, did I lose that out of my bag? Have one and we'll travel. We need that. That's a big one. We need that for tomorrow. All right, let's see what $101 buys for truck parking and a bed. He who arrives last gets the worst room. I think this is the best room. I think this is great. I don't think my wife would ever buy a hotel room for less than $200. But I will all damn day long. I found one for $57 down the road, but there was literally no parking. So I opted for this one here. All right, officially, it's good night. Does that look like a face that worked hard? See this beard right here? When I was in high school, we had an undefeated soccer team. And I told my buddies that I wouldn't shave my beard until we either lost a game, until we lost a game, or we won the whole thing. We never lost a game, so the beard got really long. everybody in the whole school started figuring out that this thing was going on, even though I only told like 4 or 5 people. And it was horrible because I hate beards, and they start to curl in and get itchy. And but we did win. We won every single game. We won Northern California State Championship. That was back in 1983 when I was a sophomore playing. Was it right back? Yeah. Anyway, so this is my victory beard. I'm not shaving this until this tree is happily planted and I am fully paid. Then the beard will come off. It's going to be a victory beard, and that's it. I'm out. Boom. And there she is, right where I left her. No one stole my truck. No one stole my palm tree. They couldn't pick it up. They wanted to. They couldn't pick it up. And they didn't know how to operate my crane or hotwire the truck. So, let's go take a look at this load. I loaded this last night, and I didn't really get to take a good look at it until now. Just woke up. Let's go check it out. To ruin a perfectly good, pleasurable stay at the Good Nite Inn, I get this sticker on my beautiful truck that is ornamenting this otherwise dreary parking lot. And it says that, yeah, warning issued, 7 a.m., taking up 6 spaces, parking fee, it's gonna get towed. Good luck towing that thing. If you get a truck big enough and heavy enough, there's no way they can tow it. I'm just gonna leave this right here for them to pick up later. And there you go. They'll know that I saw the notice, and it's duly noted. So, yeah, look at this truck. This truck is a thing of beauty. I don't care what they say. I'm making this place more beautiful with this truck here. So, here it is. It's a 4-axle Freightliner, year 2000. This thing is an absolute beast. This is the biggest knuckle boom crane you can possibly get, the most capacity of any setup like this. It has a little ladder system to come down to make it super easy to get up on the truck. Look at that. Isn't that nifty on both sides? This axle in the back will actually drop down if you tell it to and hit the right switch, and it'll spread the weight out. This truck has, like I said, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see, 4, 8, 10, 12 tires on it, huge tires. Spreads all the weight out. This thing is made for heavy hauling. And believe it or not, here's the tree. The tree looks like just a massive dinosaur tied to it. And you'd think it would like be heavier than is legal for the truck, but it's well within the legal limit. Probably actually handle another 10,000 pounds. The truck's good, I think, for 72,000 pounds gross. That means truck plus cargo. And the truck weighs 40,000 empty. Tree weighs less than 20,000 pounds, so we're probably right around 60,000 pounds at the moment. And we've got our little, not red flag, but orange flag in the back, which is actually easier to see. And we are rolling. Next stop, we're gonna do a little photo op on the beach. Let's go to the beach. Nothing like a palm tree on the beach in California. You know what? That guy that gave me the violation, they were lying. Absolutely lying through their teeth. They said I took up 6 spaces. These people either need to go back to elementary math or need to stop smoking the stuff they're smoking, because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 spaces. And if it wasn't so dark and I wasn't so tired last night at 1 a.m. when I pulled in, I probably could have taken only 4. So, anyway, I highly recommend the Good Nite Inn, unless the parking Nazi is watching out for big rigs like this one. All right, we just weaved our way out of the harbor. Now it's time to say goodbye to the folks in the lobby. What do you mean I can't park my truck here? Are you kidding me? I'm a paying citizen. I'm a paying customer, man. Yeah. Anyway, they didn't like my truck, I guess. Oh well, can't win them all. Alright, you know what time it is? Well, let me tell you. It's time for my morning swim. Let's go! So my only regret is that I didn't bring my surfboard. Look, there's some little longboard waves out here right now. It's pretty glassy. I think this person over here is just learning. They don't quite know what they're doing, so we don't have much to watch. But anyway, we got some beautiful birds, and just because I don't have my board doesn't mean I can't go out for a super fun power swim. So let's go. So that swim actually served 3 separate purposes, arguably 4. And those are, boom, board shorts, work shorts got totally cleaned off. That's right, I have work shorts. Most people have work pants. I don't wear pants, so these are work shorts. Extremely durable, easily, quickly dryable. They don't really catch much dirt when they do. You just get in the ocean. Made by Patagonia, super high quality, last your whole life if you take care of them, and don't rip them up too badly. Then, the next thing that the swim accomplished was, just like the shorts, it washed my body off, nice and clean. You'll never be cleaner than coming out of the ocean after you've body surfed a bunch of waves. The only thing you will have on you is a bit of sand and a bit of salt. And the salt is actually to your advantage, because a little bit of salt on your skin, when touched by lips of another human, you get a tiny little taste of salt. Just like when you go to Chipotle and you taste their beautiful chips with a little bit of salt on them. And we all know that salt is an aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that. The last thing that the waves and the ocean accomplished, that's 61-degree water out there, people. We all know now that cold water plunge is the thing to do. So I highly recommend swimming in the ocean, even in the winter. Right now it's October 31st. That's Halloween. Happy Halloween. I don't need to wear a costume because I'm Scary Harry Gary. I could just go out like this, and then, you know, people be like, oh, okay, here's your candy. So that's it. We got a little more drive to go, and hopefully we get there. I did see a sign from the palm gods themselves, coupled with the bird gods, in the form of some bird poop. It's getting out of the water. I looked over here, and I'm like, woo, it's a sign, it's a sign, it's a sign, it's a sign, it's a sign. Definitely a sign. Tell me, what does that look like to you? Now, to me, with my one-track mind, I see a palm tree. So, I'm going to call it a palm tree. I'm going to call that a sign of good luck sent from the palm gods themselves. Let's hit the road. I'm going to need some more luck before this is over. Now, I think I forgot to mention something fairly critical here. So, got done with that. Going to hit the road here. But I actually have some precious cargo in here besides this palm tree. Let me show you what it is. It's right here. Look. Look. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. It broke off. Yeah, this is my little mango here. And I'm shipping this palm tree, obviously, on the back of this truck, all the way from Southern California and Northern California. And usually you cut off all the fruit and flowers from these mangoes. And this one I just didn't see, I guess. It was growing down in San Diego. This variety is called lemon meringue. We're going to taste this. This will be a separate video and from the palm tree video. But yeah, there it is. And you never want to let a big one like this get on a little tree. But it was my precious cargo sitting right there, and it took all the bumps along the way. But you can see it didn't take that last little touch, which means it's totally ripe. So we're going to taste that when we get home. That's the precious cargo right there. So I highly recommend this little stretch of freeway, right? Well, it's not freeway. Freeway's up on the right. This is just a little highway next to the ocean. Look at this. You can camp right on the edge of the ocean. Pull right up to it if you're on a trip. Right here in Ventura. And I always stop here. Sometimes it's actually some pretty good surf out there. For the back, it's kind of bigger. It's getting a little smaller. But yeah, keep that in mind when you're doing a road trip. Through Ventura, Highway 101. Hop off, go for a swim. Super gorgeous. It's super beautiful. And you're leaving it to see some beautiful palm trees leaning out over the ocean. Look at that. You get a clear shot of that. Okay, being the plant junkie that I am, I couldn't not stop here at one of my favorite places in the world, San Marcos Growers, right there. This place, Santa Barbara. Sadly, this whole place is going to be high-density housing, if you can believe it. More high-density housing. Oh, boy. One less nursery. One less epic nursery. Anyway, I had to stop by and see my buddy, Randy, who owns this place. And anyway, he doesn't own it entirely, so he doesn't have total control over it. Otherwise, he'd probably keep it like this forever. But anyway, yeah, I stopped right here. I made it this far. That's Caryota obtusa, also known as Caryota gigas. And it is native to Laos, Thailand. I think Thailand. Definitely Laos. That region of the world. But yeah, I thought I'd stop by and pick up a few really cool things here. And I've done that. And now I'm back on my way. But obviously, a nice photo op of my beautiful truck, my beautiful wine pond, with a beautiful giant fishtail behind it. Leche. Leche. What does it mean when I see leche? What does it mean? Leche. Kitty. Come here. Come here. Come here. It means I'm home. Back to Richmond. And I made it. Looks like I left my light on. I gotta turn that off, or else I will have a dead battery. If I have a dead battery, that means I will not show up to the job at 7 a.m. tomorrow, 5 hours from now. And my client who's paying thousands of dollars for a crane, now I have 2 lights on, we'll say, Gary, why turn the stereo off? Why are you so late? And I'll say, because my batteries are dead because I left my light on. Because I rolled in at 2 a.m. in the morning. But I made it. Drove that thing all the way back from Ohio, all the way to San Diego. Sat down in San Diego for a while. And then eventually I got this wine bomb. Drove it all the way up north. Just made it here in a nick of time. And got my official uniform on now. See that? It's official. All right, I made it. 10 years ago, I planted a really beautiful double male canary palm here for my literally hardcore rock star client. And can't tell you who he is. He likes his privacy. But now we're planting another one here, and I made it. I'm 5 minutes late on November 1st. Just enough warm weather left to establish this tree. And there's a huge crane set up in there somewhere. So, let the games begin. Make sure to wear your hard hat though, because you got big giant cranes really high, way higher than this one. You never know if somebody left a hammer up there, it might come down, fall on your head. So I got my official Golden Gate Palms hard hat, and I'm ready to go. Let's do that thing that we were talking about. Well, last time I was here, I craned a giant double canary palm. Come over here. Go over there. We'll go in and see that. Today we're doing something even more remarkable. I had to crane, with my own crane, my tractor over the fence. Let's see what we have here for stuff. Sheety. Big flatbed. This is probably where the counterweight came from for the big crane. Got another beautiful red Sheety truck. These guys are the kings of crane work in San Francisco. And of course we've got the best truck of all. That's mine. Got another Sheety support vehicle sitting out front looking like a beautiful red fire truck. And then, what else do we have? Oh boy, I got some more stuff over here. Old school massive forklift. Wow, look at that. What's this down here? Look at that. Alright, I got that. Oh, what the heck? Here's the front porch. That's one hell of a outrigger pad. That must be one big crane. Oh my goodness. Holy shit, look at the cylinder on this thing. That cylinder is like 14-inch diameter cylinder right there. Wow. This is some stuff. So what size crane is this?
This is 360 ton.
360 ton. Oh my god, look at all the counterweight. This is all solid metal here.
212,000 pounds counter.
212,000 pounds. Gee, this is the biggest crane I've ever used. 212,000 pounds of counterweight. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. What's up with the clearance with the wheels like that? This is like a brand new crane. This looks like $5 million to me. What do you think? It's also a wide load. That's what it looks like inside of a... How big of a crane is this thing? Hopefully that's not going to be me today. Look at this. A steel plate on top of... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12 by 12s. It looks to be about 12 feet long. Spread out the weight of this massive beast. I can't believe they even got this thing in here, truthfully. Yeah. I think the most important thing here is this side. There's just nothing like the sound of the crane in the morning. For perspective, that's my crane truck right there. Let's see how big the other crane is. Like, that thing's like 150 feet in the air right now. That's just absolute insanity. Here comes the hook coming down. Look at that thing. Everything's much larger than you think because it's so far away. It's totally deceiving. We'll learn more about this crane a little later. I'm gonna ask him all about it. It's too much fun. I wanna know. I wanna know everything.
You got about 4 feet of slack.
What is that classified as, that crane?
365?
365 ton crane. How much does that whole unit weigh when it's fully stocked up with counterweight? Nobody knows. A lot.
$500,000 probably.
£500,000. Just a good guess. 365 ton crane. This is the biggest crane I think I've used ever. What's everybody looking at?
I want you to climb it, Gary.
Oh wait, oh what the heck's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Yeah, they're pulling it away just the way I wanted. I didn't want this thing standing up, getting into this. And it's pulling away. See it? Pulling away. Pulling away. Pulling away. Just like the continents of North America. Ever so slowly. And this is how you plant a palm tree, people. When it's really far away from where you want it. From where it is to where you want it. Where's my tree? Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. There she goes. Look at that big old thing. Oh my goodness. What a sight. What a sight. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It looks like a little tiny flying UFO palm tree. Look at that. Look at that beautiful tree. Look how little. Are you kidding me? And look at the flex. Look at the flex on the boom. It's flexing. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's go put this thing in the ground. Let's go do it. Imagine having this thing over your house. Oh my! Oh my goodness! Look at this scene here. Oh, crazy! Look at my beautiful tree. All right, you want to see the other tree I planted? Look at that beautiful double canary over there. Oh, beautiful. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is a historic moment. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Look at this tree. Look at this tree. Look at this tree. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Oh. Yeah.
Hey, can I do FaceTime with you?
Oh.
Still looking good.
Here.
What we'll do is, well, you know, what we're gonna do is get.
That's the famous Dave. He's a legend. He's been here for how many years? Like 13 years or something?
A little longer.
Yeah, you've been here through 3 property owners. So, what's going on? Look at all the spectators. Look at all the spectators. Look at them all. Look at them all. Did you guys pay to get in? How much do they charge you to come and watch? There's spectators everywhere. Everybody wants to see the palm going. You should have seen that one. That was a job too. Not to get distracted here, but look at that beautiful double I put in. It looks so good. That was for, I can't even tell you. It was for a very famous rock star. He actually moved. The new guy got my number from him. And I'd love to tell you, but I can't. But look at that. What? Guys, come on, tug of war, man. We gotta do the job. I can't fool around with tug of war. Oh! Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, I love my job. It's so much fun. I get in there and help, but it's just, someone's got to film it for posterity. Oh, it's fitting in perfectly, like a glove. This tree was on a slope, and magically, we're planting it on a slope.
I mean, I don't know.
That was the high part.
I mean, I know like.
That was the low part. We spun it around. Now it's absolutely perfect. Lost a little bit of soil, but it'll be okay. These things rely upon the trunk to hold all the water.
Ends and the soil starts.
And
Yeah,
these guys are starting to fall off. I like to let them fall off naturally. A couple more years, they'll all be gone.
And if this edge
Now this beautiful, clean, smooth trunk.
yeah. Like in here, this has this got one.
You want a ladder? I got a ladder.
Monkeys do not need ladders. That's in there. All right. Now that the monkey got the rope in the tree, right? You can get it high up, you have more leverage. And you got 2 ropes. You go 2 directions if you want. This is how we're gonna get this thing totally straight. Oh, I put it down some more. Less weight on the tree. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna slide. Oh, it's perfecto! You know what perfecto means in Spanish? They know.
Gringo.
It means perfect. Ha! Look at that. Ah! Man, somebody really skilled must have dug this hole. All right, let's get this thing straight and perfect now. This is what I get to look at while we spend all the time shoveling sand. This is the point where we try to get nice and straight. It's really hard to tell, but right now it's leaning a little bit to the left. So I'm going to try to get them to fit to my right. So when you decide that you want some paradise in your life, I don't care where you are. I will go anywhere on earth because I am your rapid deployment, special ops, semi-nomadic botanical mercenary at your service. Deployed in Golden Gate Farms Nursery in Richmond, available throughout the entire planet.